Welcome back, navigators. In our last video, we shared an ADA room tour at the Hilton downtown Nashville, toured 5th and Broadway, ate lunch at Prince's Hot Chicken at the Assembly Food Hall, and checked out the stage setup for the July 4th festivities before popping into the Redneck Riviera, where we experienced a surprise concert from one of country music's biggest stars. So come along, navigators.
Hello, navigators. I know you're here to see a video about Nashville, but first, I just want to talk about how weird the universe is and how weird sometimes there's just these weird coincidences and you just have to talk about them. Okay, navigators. So I promise we're going to get back into some Nashville action, but first just want to talk about a really weird coincidence that happened to us while we were in Nashville. So a few years ago, it all starts in Washington, D.C. And this is pre-vlog days. If I have some videos that I shot there randomly, I'll throw them in there or some pictures. But Colleen and I took a trip to Washington, D.C. We did all the super touristy things. And one day we were out on the National Mall, and we saw this ceremony going on. And it was honoring this World War II vet named Sidney Walton. He was, I guess, visiting, or he still is, trying to visit all 50 states, and he raises awareness for veterans, for frontline workers, for nurses and doctors and those types of things. So kind of interesting. He was getting an award. I think it was the mayor of DC was giving him this award, and we were like, oh, that's interesting. There were news crews around and stuff like that, and you know, I think I took some pictures, and we were like, oh, that's interesting. So 2 days later, we're still in Washington, DC, and we're in this random, I don't even remember what the place was. It was a pizza place right near our hotel. And who comes in but the Sidney Walton guy? And we're like, that's so weird. Like, we just saw him 2 days ago, and then he's here today. So we're like, well, that's neat, you know, whatever, kind of a, you know, not a super weird coincidence, right? He's in DC, we're in DC. So guess what? So I told you in our last video that we ran into a country superstar, and we certainly did. So we randomly popped into, we had walked down to Lower Broadway, as I had been discussing, and we randomly were just like, let's just hop in a bar, let's grab a beer, it's really hot, you know, we're kind of tired from our flight. And so we randomly just hopped into the Redneck Riviera. Like, literally we're just like, oh, let's go in there. Not really knowing, like, I didn't do a ton of research before we left, like, shame on me. So anyways, I guess this bar is owned by John Rich. And we just happened to walk in. So first of all, John Rich is there, just randomly playing a set. I guess it was for a television show for the 4th of July. And then all of a sudden, who walks in? Well, Sidney Walton. I guess it's like for this whole 4th of July special. And John Rich is like honoring this guy. There's another country music star there as well too. It's just like so random. But anyways, just thought we'd share that short little story with you. Kind of cool, a little weird how the universe is. If you want to check out more about Sidney, he has a website, GoSydneyGo.com. And there are some links on there. He's raising money for the American Nurses Foundation. So if you want to check that out, you want to check out what they're all about. I took a peek at them on Charity Navigator. They seem like a good organization, but again, do your own research and your own background. But yeah, Sidney Walton, this guy's been all over the place. I mean, the dude's even met the Dalai Lama. I mean, that's pretty cool. Anyways, back to Nashville.
This number's a little over $43 million that he has raised. Is that correct? He's raising money for frontline people, for our medical folks, for all of our first responders. That's what he's doing. It's important to him. It's incredible. Bring it down just a little bit. Mr. Sidney, I'd like to sing a song for you that was my granddaddy's favorite country song of all time. Can I sing it to you? Okay, this came out in 1959 by a singer named Johnny Horton. You remember Johnny Horton back in the day? Let's see if you remember this song.
What an unexpected honor to see World War II veteran Sidney Walton 2 years later in Nashville as he continues his No Regrets tour. We applaud John Rich for recognizing this amazing 102-year-old vet who is visiting all 50 governors in all 50 states, raising awareness for our veterans and first responders. John Rich, former bassist in Lone Star and co-partner in the country music duo Big and Rich, put on a fantastic performance. After spending some time at the Redneck Riviera, we made our way back to the hotel to get ready for dinner. We made our way back to 5th and Broadway to dine at the 1230 Club. The 1230 Club is a 3-story experience featuring a supper club, bar, restaurant, live music, and more. It's the creation of Sam Fox, a 12-time James Beard Award nominee and reportedly backed by Justin Timberlake. The inspiration for the 1230 Club is rooted in the supper clubs of the 19th century, where closing time for these pubs and restaurants were 12:30 a.m. These supper clubs were able to stay open later than other restaurants and bars because they were deemed private establishments, becoming dynamic, multicultural destinations for music, entertainment, and mirth. What a fun evening filled with delicious food and drinks, and of course, live country music. What are you having?
I'm going with the Cobb salad because I'm healthy. Not really. Have you ever looked at a Cobb salad? It's really not that healthy. Wait, hold on. We're going to do something.
Well, it's kind of like the Caesar salad.
We're doing a Cobb selfie. That was YouTube's first Cobb selfie. Guinness, get in touch with me.